everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here, and a happy new year to you. It has been a while since I filmed a video, edited a video, or even uploaded here on YouTube. So what has been going on? What happened with Vlogmas Festival? Vlogmas just ended in the most spontaneous way ever. Just while I was filming for Vlogmas, I became ill because throughout the year I had stressed myself and my body had been giving me signs and warning me, but as it had been now, I did not listen. I didn't even know what was happening to me. That was even the first time I had to go to the hospital that year. So it was something. It was something. I became better almost around Christmas. Then after I became better, I became tired, mentally and emotionally, on all grounds and on all levels. I was in a very, very unhealthy space at that moment, and I was like, why am I filming a video? Like, why am I going to film a video when I am not fine? It was like from a physical illness to just this state of sadness and tiredness. So basically I was not in a good pace at that moment. So I'm like, let me not even bother filming. I actually filmed 2 videos around that time. While I was editing it, I was like, I can't do this. I deleted those videos. I deleted the 2 videos, you guys. I'll still have to film those videos again sometime, I don't know, very soon. But I deleted those videos because I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't having it. I wasn't in the right space mentally and emotionally and physically. I was just regaining my strength and everything. So I wasn't feeling it at all. So I was like, let me just use this opportunity to just take a break. So when I know that I'm back, I know that I am better, I am stronger, and to be honest, God helped me. I became closer to God. So I was worshiping almost every night. I was praying, I was studying my Bible. God just showed me so much mercy around that time, and I am so grateful to God. 2021, I feel like I did not start my year right last one. When I was reminiscing, I feel like I did not start my year right last year. A lot had happened last year, and I was trying to do like a goal review, but unfortunately I have not. I mean, on all grounds. The only thing I think I had achieved was the academic aspect, pass my exams and being 50 and everything. That went well. For every other thing, business, YouTube wise, I wanted to get my YouTube gear last year. It was something that I really wanted to do, but I found myself in one kind of financial hole like that I can't even explain. So to get my YouTube gear last year, I wanted to hit a certain amount of subscribers last year. There was a lot that I had planned out to do last year. It made me just fall into this deep hole, like this unending pit of, I don't even know what to call it, sadness, tiredness, fatigue, and all these things around that time. I just had to get my life together, basically, with God, obviously not by myself, because who am I? I don't have strength. But I'm glad that I'm getting better. I can say that I'm better and I'm even brighter, because somebody saw me and was like, oh my God, you're brighter and everything, and I was happy. Like, I am in that space where I am like, I want to be genuinely happy. So now, finally, let's get to the Q&A. I asked questions on Instagram, and I asked also my YouTube community tab. I'm going to start with Instagram, then I am going to go straight into YouTube. Okay? First question here says, what motivates you to create content? Well, different things actually motivate me to create content. For the one is that I have to create content, because now I put myself in this space where I now call myself a content creator, so I have to put out content and I have to create content. That is one of them. Secondly, I love creativity. I like to create. Like, in fact, I can say that I was born a creative. Anything that has to do with creativity, I love it. I absolutely love it. So that one motivates me on its own, the fact that I like to create. Then another thing is watching creatives like myself create content also motivates me to create content, and even better content. Then necessity also motivates me to create content. For example, if I see that there is a question that needs to be answered, for example, let's say people are asking questions about something in medical school, I create content about that thing. That thing motivates me to create content. So basically, providing answers to people's questions motivate me to create content. The next question here says, when you go create content with me? Soon, baby girl, soon. This year, hopefully this year, because this year, let me let you guys in on a few things. This year, I would love to create content with people. Yeah, like have people on my channel. It can be my channel, it can be on Instagram, but basically create content with people. Maybe content creators already or non-content creators, but I would really like to create content with people. So if you're a content creator and you're watching this for some reason and you would like to create content with me, feel free to hit me up in my email in the description box. If you send me an email, I know that you're serious about something, not DMs, not messages, except who are really close, on a really close level, that you can send me DMs and I will like take you seriously. But if I'm not really close, send me an email. Don't send me DMs. Okay? So if you like to create content, if you like to collab, do hit me up in my emails and let's make magic. Let's create magic. So that's one of the goals that I have this year. I would really like to work with people in content creation. So yes, baby girl, this year we're going to create content. The next question here says, what do you use to film? I don't know exactly what you're asking. Maybe you're asking for like my camera or like all the gears I used to film. I use my iPhone 6s to film. Yes, that is what is giving all this beautiful quality. But not just my iPhone, I have a ring light here. If I put my hand here, you can see the light reflecting. So I have a ring light here. Sometimes I use a mic, sometimes I don't. The mic that I have is not like the best mic. Hopefully I'm going to upgrade it this year. And I also have a tripod stand that I used to film. I have 2 tripod stands. One for like my sit down videos, a tall one, and I have a short one that I use to film like my vlogs that I can carry around and put in my bag. So this is like my little filming gear. I really hope and pray to upgrade this year, get like a full-on creator kit, that kind of thing. I don't know if it's get a camera or get like a better phone to use and create content. So that is my plan for the year. Hopefully everything works well together. So that's what I used to film. And then I edit with VLLO at the moment because my laptop is having issues and I can't really edit with my laptop, so I'm editing with my phone. And VLLO is actually a very wonderful app that I use to edit like all the you have seen on my videos throughout last year. It's been VLLO I've been using the premium version, the paid version where you pay to use the app so that I can get access to everything, so I'm not limited or anything like that. So I use VLLO on my phone. That's how I used to edit my videos. Then to edit my thumbnails, I use a variety of apps to edit my thumbnails. I can use Lightroom to like do some, color correction and everything. Then I use Snapseed when I want to blur my background, just like the thumbnail of this video. To blur my background, I use Snapseed to blur my background. Then I also use PhotoGrid for my vlogs where I need to mix different pictures together. I use PhotoGrid. Then finally for my text on my thumbnails, I use Photon. And I like Photon because it has a lot of fonts that I can play around with. But at the moment I just have 2 fonts that I use just because of consistency. Okay, so I've just given you guys everything that I use. I'm always honest with you guys on this channel. Next question here says, how do you manage content creation and medical school? Honest truth is that medical school and content creation are like bread and jam, because the major thing that I create on YouTube is about medical school. But I'm guessing that you're asking how I manage my time in content creation and medical school. The truth is, you have to plan and you have to be disciplined. There is nothing else I will tell you. Like, I plan when I'm going to film, I plan when I'm going to read. Most times, obviously, it doesn't happen, because if I say, okay, I may film today by 7 p.m., I may come back and I'm exhausted, one, or my roommate is baking, so I can't really film because of the noise, or my hostel is noisy, things like that. But basically, I have planned to film a video, so it's now at the back of my mind that if either I wait till very late at night. That's why most of the time I film very late at night, just to eliminate any kind of noise, any kind of interruption. And it's not actually the best situation in my own case. I would like to film in the evenings and use my night later to read, but now I have to read in the evenings and film at night. So from 11, 12, 1, 2, that's when I film my videos. So I just found a system that works for me, and it has to do with planning and being intentional. I know how to create content, and I know how to remain a medical student, and I have to graduate and become a doctor. So I just have to find a system that works well for me. So that's how I manage these two beautiful opportunities. The next question here says, what is your major goal for next year? Okay, these questions were in 2021, so you're asking about what are my major goals for 2022, which is this year. My major goal for 2022, it is to be honestly happy. Oh my god, my major goal for this year is to be honestly, genuinely happy. Like, anything that is going to like pose a threat to my happiness, I cast and bind. My major goal for this year is to be honestly, genuinely happy, and also to be present. Last year, I realized that last year I wasn't present. For example, I'll be doing something and I'm thinking about the next thing, or I'm bothered about that thing I'm doing. I didn't take a lot of pictures last year. I didn't make a lot of videos last year. Okay, it was just the first part of last year. January, February, March. After my exams, like from I think May or April, I was not present in any moment. I was involved in a lot of things. I didn't take a lot of pictures. I didn't make a lot of videos. I'm not saying that taking pictures and making videos is equal to being present in that moment, but I was never actually present in a lot of things that I did. I was always thinking about the next thing. Okay, after this is done, what's the next phase? Okay, what are things I'm going to do after today ends? Like, I wasn't present. So my goal for this year is to be genuinely happy, and my major goals for this year is to be genuinely happy and to be present in every moment, little or big, to be present in every moment, because you want to look back and be grateful that, oh, I was here, and have things to show for it that I was present in this moment. And last year I didn't have a lot of that. So this year I want to be genuinely happy. Honestly, anything that is going to pose a threat to my happiness, cut it. The next question here says, how do you stay motivated? I don't know if this question is regards medical school or just like generally how I stay motivated. How I stay motivated is that I just realized that things need to be done, and anything that is worth doing is worth doing absolutely well. I mean, why would you do something and not like giving your best? So one of the ways I stay motivated is to know that things need to be done and be done well. So that's one of the ways that I stay motivated. And I just have a system that makes me motivated. I don't know if you're asking this in relation to medical school or studying or like personal life, but in general, if it's any of them, in general, I just realized that things need to be done. If it's academics, I know that I need to read my book and I just have to be motivated. There is actually nothing that can motivate you as much as the fact that you know that something needs to be done and you get up to get it done because you don't want to procrastinate. So that is one of the ways I stay motivated. Next question here says, what is your take on journaling? What's my take on journaling? Journaling is a good, what I call it a skill now. Is it a skill or a habit? It's a good habit to develop because journaling makes you sane. Personally, I don't journal the way people journal. Now, how I journal is I journal to God. Instead of journaling and just documenting how my day went, I tell it to God, as in letters to God. Do you get that kind of thing? So that's how I journal, and that has kept me sane. There are days when I don't know what to pray. I don't know how to pray. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to analyze my feelings or express my feelings to myself, or not to any other person. To myself, I just write and I just let it flow the way it's in my head. I just let it just flow on that book that I journal in, and I just let it flow. So journaling, to me, it keeps you sane, my dear. It keeps you sane. And the best person to journal with or journal to is God. Take it or leave it. Okay? Then the next question says, what is the worst trait a friend could have? I don't know why you're asking this question. And I don't know why it's me you saw to ask this question. But I'm going to answer it. What's the worst trait a friend could have? Honestly, I mean, anything that is bad or evil, that's the worst trait a friend can have. But what's the worst? I would say betrayal. Any friend that betrays you, the person is obviously aware of their actions. That's not a good trait to have as a friend. I mean, you're supposed to have your friends back, even though you can't really trust anybody in this life or in this world that we're in. But betrayal, and jealousy. Don't be jealous of your friends. I mean, if they are doing well, be happy for them. Everybody's time will come. So why are you hating on somebody? Because it's hate. If you're jealous, you hated your brother. That's it. So if you call somebody your friend, or if you're quick to say, oh, I love you, I do this, and you are a backstabbing B-word, or you're jealous of your friends, I mean, whether of their relationship or their achievements or whatever it is that you're jealous of, it is not a good trait to have. So the next question here says, can I get admission with a JAMB score of 250? Well, it depends. I don't know if you're asking for medical school. Even if you're asking for medical school, I think you can. Generally, you can. 250 is a good score. It's not a horrible score. I mean, it's a good score. Over 400 is good. But if you're asking for medical school, I think you can. But now it depends on some factors. One, the school that you're applying to. If you're applying to all these high yield universities in Nigeria that have real competition to get into, 250 is not the best that you can do, in all honesty. You can get admission into medical school, but now, what university did you apply to? Did you apply to one of the high yield universities that require you to have 300 and something, 280, 290 to get in? You get, and again, another thing you have to consider is like catchment area. Do you fall under catchment area where like the cutoff mark is reduced to a certain level because of your state of origin or things like that? Or the cutoff mark of your school, what's the cutoff mark of the school that you apply to? So there's a lot of things that would actually influence whether 250 is a good score for you to get admission into medical school with. But generally, I think it's a good score. You can get into relatively good programs, good courses with that score. So yes, it is. Any relationship, you guys, I can never do a Q&A here without somebody asking me about relationship. Like, it is not possible. It is not possible for you to do a Q&A on YouTube or on Instagram without somebody asking you about relationship. My dear, so now we're going into the YouTube aspect of the Q&A. First one says, how do you keep up the positive energy? Wow. First of all, because you see me smiling and being happy or trying to be happy doesn't mean that I don't have issues. Okay, but how do I keep up the positive energy? Honestly, it's God. To be honest, to be truthful, it's God. Because looking back, it's God. Just take it like that. It is God. Because my joy is not of this world. Because if it is, I don't think I'll have any joy at the moment. But it's honestly, truthfully God. Next question here says, what field do you plan on specializing in? If you had asked me this question 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 years is 2020, right? Yeah, I would have said surgery, neurosurgery, then maybe general or maybe cardio. If you had asked me a year plus ago, I would have said these 3 things and maybe nephrology. If you had asked me a year and like a month ago, I would have said surgery, all the surgeries that I mentioned, nephrology and dermatology. But as you're asking me now, in all honesty and truthfulness, I do not know. I do not know, you guys. Like, I'm still exploring all parts of medicine. I'm not done exploring medicine. I've not even reached half of all the specialties in this profession. So at the moment, I do not know. I still love surgery. I look forward to surgery. Like, it's something I still love, but to be definite and to this is what I want at this moment, I don't know anymore. Someone once told me that, oh, now you think you know what you want in medical school, right? Wait a year or wait 2 years, then this story will change. And at that point, I was like, this person is a hater, or this person don't want me to go to do surgery. But that's the truth. As you explore different specialties in medical school, you get confused. But the thing is that it helps you eliminate things that you know that you cannot do. For example, I know in my heart of heart that I cannot do pediatrics. Okay? In my heart of heart. If you check my yearbook, my secondary school yearbook, I said I want to become a renowned pediatrician. Anyway, glory to God, I got into medical school and I'm doing medicine. But pediatrics, I don't think so. My mind may change 2 years from now, a year from now. I may end up doing pediatrics. But at the moment now, as we communicate, as we speak, it's not pediatrics. I don't want to do anything pediatrics. Okay. Next question. What inspired you to start YouTube, and how did you overcome the fears or challenges with starting one? If you know me, if you know me, you know that one of the things I absolutely hate or detest or run away from is starting what I cannot finish. I hate that thing with passion, because I like to be someone that you look at and say, this person is reliable, this person is responsible. And honestly, it doesn't say well about someone that starts and drop, picks on that and starts and drop, picks on that and starts and drop. Everything, anytime they call you hello, you're doing something new. It's not like you're doing something new with the one you've been doing. You're doing something totally new. Do you get? And I've come to realize that is not so bad. I call it exploring your opportunities. Last year, I started something that I did not finish. And in the past, I also started something that I did not sustain. One was photography. Before I started doing YouTube, I was doing photography. It wasn't like professional photography. I was doing mobile photography first. before I learned how to handle a camera and things like that. So I was doing mobile photography, I was taking pictures of people, things like that. And I was collecting money, not free of charge. I was collecting money. I did makeup. People were contacting me for makeup things. But I did not pursue that. I did not go for like any master class to make it like a permanent business. So I did makeup, I stopped. I did photography, I stopped. And this is one of the reasons why I hate naming businesses. Like, I hate having a business name, because when you stop, people will not only remember that you stopped, they will remember that it is this business that stopped. So I had Instagram accounts, I had everything, but it was also a learning opportunity. Doing makeup for people made me better at doing my own makeup, even though now they say practice makes perfect, and I have not been practicing, but it's okay. And photography made me exposed to the editing life, how to use Lightroom, how to use different editing software. Then I went to videography, then I started my YouTube channel. So it was a learning experience for me. Those things were never wasted. Like, it was never a waste. If you call me now to do makeup, and I actually never did makeup like on a large scale. It's only a few people who knew that I do makeup. Mid 2021, I started a food business in my hostel because I saw a problem and I knew that I could offer a solution. So I was making noodles. At a point it was supposed to go beyond noodles, but then it wasn't sustainable. It was a good business. I was making money, I was making profit, I was selling out. My ingredients were not wasting because people genuinely loved what I sell. It was a good business, but it wasn't sustainable because of medical school. Not an excuse though, but it's reality, it's fact. I have classes, and my classes are not like till 11 or till 12 or till 1 or till 2. It's like till 6, 5, very late in the evening. Or I had postings, I'll be coming back by 4, and the journey alone is already stressful. And I have to probably go to the market, I have to cut all the veggies that I have to cut, and my business opens by 7 p.m. I do that business till 10, I'm cleaning up by 11, refreshing by 12, and I want to read my book. I am so exhausted, I am so tired. At a point, I needed to have a roundtable discussion with my shareholders, me, myself, and tell myself the truth that this business, though it is good, it is not sustainable. And I'd already been exposed to business life, making extra income, and I knew that it's not something I would want to drop or leave. So I wasn't going to go back to my regular allowance. No, it's not what I'm gonna do. And I just knew that I needed to look for something not as stressful, something that I don't need to necessarily make on the spot at least, but something I can just maybe make and keep, and people can always buy anytime, but not make on request. Do you get? So I just knew that business was not for me at that moment. I love cooking, I enjoy cooking, I enjoy trying out new recipes and things like that. It's a business that in the future I would not think twice, actually consider it again. But now with better planning and better, scheduling and everything. But at that moment it wasn't for me. It wasn't a sustainable business. And these are things you have to realize. So why am I saying this? Because of this question, what inspired me and how did you overcome your fear? I'm telling you, one of my fears for starting YouTube was putting myself out here, then abruptly stopping. It wasn't something I wanted to be associated with. So that was like one of my fears. Then other fear was like, not only will people like me, but rather will people watch me. It's not really about the liking, it's about the viewing. Because some people will like you, but they will not watch your content. That is the truth. Some people will like you, but they will not subscribe to your channel. Some people will like you, but they will not like your videos. Some people will like you, but they will not comment on your videos. So it's not about the liking, it's about the viewing. My question was, will people watch? Are people ready to watch my content? Do I have an audience for this content that I'm about to create here on YouTube? That was one. Those were two of my fears that I had before starting out YouTube. putting myself out there and getting the viewership or the audience. Is there an audience for what I'm about to sell on YouTube? Because I'm about to sell myself, and I don't sell myself and I'm not getting the necessary audience that I need. Do you understand? So that was one of my fears when I was starting out YouTube. So what inspired me to start? Starting. That is it. Starting. The best way to overcome your fear is to do that thing that you fear. What inspired me was I put myself out there, and I knew that there was a necessity for the kind of content that I create. Medical school was underrepresented. Medical school in Nigeria is underrepresented, or was underrepresented. Now we're having a lot of medical YouTubers in Nigeria, which is actually really good. But medical school content in Nigeria was so underrepresented. Around 2019 when I started, it was so underrepresented, and I knew that I had to create content about medical school in Nigeria. I have a story to tell, even if it wasn't underrepresented, even if there were 1,001 medical school YouTubers in Nigeria. I have my own story to tell. I have my own experience that someone else can relate to. I may not relate to another person. Do you understand? So that was one of the things that inspired me to start a YouTube channel, and that is how I overcome the fears and challenges of starting one. Next question here says, has YouTube in any way negatively affected your academics? No, it has not. Has it? No, it has not. Contrary to that, it has actually influenced it in a good way, in a positive way. YouTube actually makes me productive. For example, when I do vlogs, and maybe I make my to-do list and I'm like, okay, these are things I want to do today. And I know that these things are supposed to be in the vlog. For example, if I have to study, I'm not just studying because I'm vlogging, I'm studying because I have to study. But because I'm vlogging now, I know that this studying has to be in the vlog. I study, I don't procrastinate it. Do you understand what I mean? And also, it has exposed me to a lot of medical school content creators in other parts of the world. And I also get motivated from watching their channel and watching their content. So that actually positively influenced my academics, if I do say so myself. The next question is, what part of Nigeria are you from? I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria, Enugu State to be precise. Next question here says, how do you balance medical school with YouTube? I think I've answered this question in the IG. How do I manage content creation and medical school? I've answered this. So same thing, I just prioritize, plan, and I just have a system that works for me. So that's how I balance it. I found a system that works for me. I just kept trying and experimenting till I found a system that works for me. Tomorrow, if my system doesn't work, I experiment and I try again till I find a system that works for me again. Next question here says, do you have any what did I say? I said you cannot do a Q&A without somebody asking you for a relationship. This is on YouTube. On that question, do you have a relationship you are nurturing? Let me finally answer this question. Yes, I do have a relationship that I'm nurturing, a good one at that, one that I'm well pleased with, and one that I am happy with. So are you happy now? So this is the last question. Oh, just in case you're wondering, is the relationship with God. That is the relationship that I am currently nurturing at the moment. So yeah, my relationship with God. Next question here says, next and the last question actually says, why did you start a business? I started a business because I needed an extra source of income. I don't know what else you need to hear, but that's it. But why did I choose the business I'm currently running at the moment? If you don't know that I have a business, you should check out my business page, Raise Luxury. Even if at the moment as I'm speaking to you, we have not resumed for the year, because we're still having board meeting with our shareholders, which is me, myself, and I. You should check out my business page, follow us and patronize us too. I sell luxury products. I call them luxury. Luxury doesn't need to be expensive, but rather things that you put value in. For me, that's what luxury is. So I sell perfumes, glosses, jewelries, expanding to other things very soon, very soon, in a short while. So those are the things that I sell. So why did I choose this? Because I told you guys that I had a food business. I love cooking. I love trying out new recipes. So that was a good business. Everything that I do, I try to do it from a place of passion, because I know that now I can sustain this thing if I do it from a place of passion, not just from a place of necessity. So I chose my perfume business because I love smelling good. I like it when people smell good. I love it when people around me smell good. And if you know me, you know that I don't give compliments. One of the greatest compliments I can ever give you is you smell good, and I'll be so vocal about it. Like, me saying that I don't give compliments is not from a place of pride or anything like that. We just, I don't know how to give compliments. But when someone smells good, my mouth cannot keep quiet. Okay, I started my business I currently run at the moment out of a place of passion, and I started it last year, January. My business is a year old. Oh my god, hooray! We're a year old this month, and I'm so excited for that. So that's why I started my business, because I started a business because I needed money. I needed an extra source of income, because YouTube is not paying me at the moment. So I need to look for money. That's one. Then I chose my business that I currently do out of a place of passion, and that is it. So guys, this is the end of this video. I know this video is like the longest video I'll ever film. I think this is the longest video I'll ever film this year. Hopefully you guys watch to the end or something like that. And yeah, and I hope I was able to answer your question. I honestly wanted to divide this into two Q&A, but what's the need? People that will still watch to the end, watch to the end. People that will still watch and come back later, will still watch and come back later. So make nobody stress me, no disturb me, just. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, if I answered your questions, or if any of the answers in this question or in this video was helpful to you, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Yes, liking this video encourages me to create more content. And also subscribe if you're new to the channel and you've not subscribed, and also comment in the comment section. And public service announcement before I end this video: our upload days have changed. If you notice, from the time I'm uploading this video, before I used to upload on Wednesdays and on Saturdays and sometimes on Mondays, but now I upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. And I hope these upload days will be fine with you. So you guys, this is the end of this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Keep being amazing, keep being beautiful. I love you guys as always. Mwah.